Dear listener, what a year it has been. There are so many things we loved from this year, so we will talk about a few of them here. We hope you are doing well this holiday season as we all say goodbye to an interesting year. Please remember to stay warm and out of harm's way, dear listener. See you next year. Sincerely, the Shrinking Violets.
Okay. Hi, this is April.
And this is Lourdes.
And we're the Shrinking Violets.
And this episode that you are watching today is Chapter 12. And we are going to be looking back as we say goodbye. So, basically, this is our last episode of the year. And we're going to be talking about our favorite movies, shows, songs, and books that we loved this year. And also playing a few games and learning some new fun facts today.
Yeah, so just a recap of the year, our very first year.
Yes.
Because we did start it, I don't know, sometime this year.
Sometime in March or April, yeah.
Yeah. So I'm super excited. We're going to go ahead and get started with the movies, I guess, that we really liked.
Our favorite movies of the year.
Yes. So we can list a few, but we can kind of just talk through some of the ones that we saw this year.
Yeah.
So for my list, I think I narrowed it down to, I think 4 maybe that I really did like.
Yeah.
So I don't really have a top. I don't know. I couldn't choose.
Yeah, it's hard.
But for sure, I want to list Dune as one of the best ones that we saw.
Yes.
Black Widow.
Yes.
Luca.
Oh, yeah.
And, West Side Story, which we just saw.
Absolutely.
Yeah. And then I did want to add Shang-Chi. So I guess that's 5, right?
Yes. Okay. You reminded me of stuff that I didn't put on my list, and now my list is not 5. Oh, great. But okay, so let me see how many. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'll just go with the 5 I put here. But
okay,
Dune and Luca are my honorable mentions. So again, I have some of the same ones as yours. West Side Story was amazing, and I told you guys after I saw it that I will never be watching the classic again, the old one. After watching this,
there's no point. They've updated it with things that are more, I guess, modern, right?
Yeah.
In a way.
That and they still kept the old look of it.
Yeah.
It looks like it was filmed back in the 60s, and it's just so much brighter and so much more beautiful.
Yeah, especially because we're thinking about the quality of how it looks now compared to.
Yes, that, and I think for me is that in the old movie they used a lot of sets even for outside, while in this one it felt like you were there. It felt like you were actually there and it wasn't a set.
Right.
So
even the beginning, and we can get into a whole discussion of the movie, but even the beginning, I don't know if it was because I was tired or whatnot, but the beginning shot even kind of made me dizzy.
Really?
Yeah, because it's an aerial shot, and it's going through the buildings and things like that.
Yes.
It was just really so well done.
So good.
Yeah.
Okay, and then Black Widow, of course.
Yes.
Because it was. I finally felt like, oh my god. Well, I mean, I didn't really feel this with Captain Marvel, but in this one I finally felt like, yeah, I can be that superhero woman person. I could be cool. Plus Yelena. We got Yelena, and she's super cool.
She's the best. I also feel like I had no, how do you say it? I didn't really care for Black Widow.
Yeah.
Not that I didn't like her. Of course I did, but I didn't really know too much about her.
Before,
But this time around with the movie, it just felt like it was all completed. It makes, I don't know, they should have done this way before.
Yeah.
But I guess I wouldn't change it because we probably wouldn't have got Florence as as Yelena
Exactly.
if they did that before.
Yeah. And then I also liked The Quiet Place too. That
Oh
movie was
yes,
freaking
I
crazy.
forgot about that one.
So good.
Yeah,
It was
that one
so
was really
good.
good.
And freaking, oh my god, I was crying. I was crying so hard.
Yeah.
And this one didn't come out this year, but it's the first time I saw it. Crimson Peak. I saw Crimson Peak on Netflix or something, or Amazon Prime.
So good.
I love it. I love old Victorian, creepy. I mean,
Gothic.
I had to not. Wait, did I watch it at night? No, I didn't watch it at night. I had to try not to watch it at night, or else I was gonna get nightmares. And then my last one, which like I'm cheating. I'm totally cheating because it comes out in 5 days. I put Spider-Man, of course. I know I'm going to love it. So
that's the thing. I didn't know like, am I allowed to put this one? Because I know I'm gonna love it, but I'm like, I haven't seen it. We're super excited to watch that one.
So excited.
Especially because yesterday I watched the second one.
Yeah.
So I was just even more pumped.
Oh my god. Oh, I have to watch that before we watch it. Yeah. I'm so excited.
So yeah, I'm surprised you didn't put Dune on there.
I know. I was thinking about it, but then I'm like, oh, but I also like these. Like, like I love Dune, but I also like these. So it's like, it's hard.
It was hard to choose, honestly. And I kept on going through the list of like the movies that came out this year.
Yeah.
And at first there's really not that much.
Yeah.
But there really was. So
it was
a good year compared to 2020.
Because they had to cancel all the movies that were supposed to come out last year. But no, I did want to honorably mention Luca, because Luca is now deemed as my favorite Pixar movie, and I watch it whenever I'm just like cleaning my room or like drawing or doing anything. It's like my background movie now.
Yeah, it's just all around good vibes with that movie.
It's so good. Yeah.
So for for shows, I didn't also have too many that actually came out. I would have to say Disney Plus did a good job in giving me shows that I can actually watch. So I think if I had to choose one, and I know that I had listed Loki as my favorite one, but I now looking back, I think WandaVision is probably the standout show for me, at least. What about you? Did you choose one?
So were we just supposed to choose one?
No, you can choose 3, 4, 5, whatever you want to.
Because the year for me, well, it did start off with WandaVision, and I freaking, out of all of the Marvel shows, that one was my favorite. But I also started the year off watching Dickinson, the season 2. And I freaking love that show. I still haven't watched season 3, which it like aired November, but and I think I also started off the year with the last season of The Chilling Adventures of Sabrina, and oh my god, it ended at such a good, scary place. Like I wish it was still continuing, because it ended at like, oh, like frick, it just
is it
ended.
Done?
It was canceled. So
what the heck? See, like that does not make me want to watch it, because I'm just going to be so upset.
The ending is so upsetting, because you know that they could have done something in the next season to, okay, a character dies.
No!
A character dies, and you know that something could have been done in the next season, because they live in a supernatural world where they can bring people back, you know? And oh man, I'm so pissed. But yeah, those are my shows.
I'm trying to exit the camera. Let's go.
Let's go. Oh, okay. Let's wander around. You just went into the flowers.
It's because it's like going all weird.
Oh,
I can't exit the camera for some reason.
Oh, that's weird.
Hello. Wait, Hold up.
What? What are you laughing at?
Because like I'm like trying to run around. There we go. Yay!
Yay!
We got it. So yeah. So where were we again?
So
Sabrina.
yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
See that I want to watch it, but then at the same time I'm like
I think it's such a good story,
is it worth
and
it?
especially because they use, and I've said this before, they use stories that are already well known when it comes to like spooky, grim stuff.
Yeah.
And I mean, it does get to Riverdale. You know Riverdale.
Yeah.
But it's not super Riverdale. Like it's not so much of it because
It's not. I'm a weirdo.
Exactly.
I don't fit it.
Exactly, because Sabrina is cool. She's smart. She's, I mean, you might get mad at her sometimes because of the decisions she makes.
Yeah.
But yeah, that it's a good show.
Okay. Did you have any more?
Let me see. There was a show that I started, and I started many shows, and I didn't finish them only because like I just forget I was watching them. But I already forgot what it's called. It has a boy and he has antlers. What is it called?
Oh, yeah.
That one. Yeah.
I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
That show is like nothing I've ever seen before, and I have to finish it to see where it goes. But yeah.
Yeah, I didn't. I guess I didn't really watch as much TV shows because yeah, I mean we can talk about the Disney Plus ones, which are great, but other than that, I don't know.
I thought I didn't watch a lot, and then I look back and I'm like, oh wow, I actually did watch a lot.
Yeah. So now we go on to music.
Yes.
I didn't really listen to like songs, but just like artists, I guess that.
Yeah.
Of course, we should kind of talk about those. Okay. So do you want to give yours first?
Yes. So 3 songs that I really liked from this year, and this is really hard.
That's why I didn't choose it.
So I chose Deja Vu by Olivia Rodrigo. This was Olivia Rodrigo's year. She made some amazing music this year, and I was a victim to it. And I really love Deja Vu, and because it has all the summer vibes, and I just love summery music. And then I also did Griff, Black Hole. She's the artist I started listening to this year. Her music is amazing. She also gives me the summer vibes, and I was listening to her all summer. So yeah, listen to Black Hole. It's amazing. And then the last one is, of course, a Taylor Swift song. The most famous song of the end of the year was her All Too Well 10-minute version, which is just amazing and brings tears to my eyes every time I listen to it. Yes.
That was her year too. I mean, I feel like it's been her year for a while.
Yeah. It definitely has. It's been a year. It's been a year.
For me, I guess if I wanted to choose a song, I really like No Face by Hailey Hendrix.
Hailey Hendrix?
Hendrix. And let's see, Clairo, anything by Clairo, I guess.
Yes, Clairo. Yes.
And then I like Honey by Boy Pablo. It's just, that one seems summery to me.
Yes, I'll have to listen to that. I've heard of Boy Pablo, but I can't remember any songs.
Yeah, and then I would say also add in Olivia Rodrigo. Just add her in there.
Oh my god, I was listening to Immunity last night, and I was getting very nostalgic because
early.
Because Immunity was my summer album last year, so it was just reminding me of summer the whole time last night. And oh my god, I love it. What do you think about her new album? Did you listen to it?
Is it the one with the one that has amoeba on there? Yeah. So I've listened to it. I haven't listened to all of it though, consistently.
that's me. I listen to it, but I can't remember a lot of the songs, and I still have to figure out what the songs are about.
Yeah.
I still need to study it.
Yeah. I think that would be a good episode.
Ew.
Yeah, maybe.
Why maybe? Just kidding.
Yeah, so that wraps up our movies, shows, and music.
Yay.
Right. So we can do a little game now, I guess.
Yay. Okay.
Yay, games.
Yay.
Okay.
It's time to play a game, so why don't you join us? Join us to play a game. The questions will be great, or perhaps a little lame, but that's okay, 'cause it's just a game.
Okay. So we have I have a game that is kind of like a trivia game
Cool.
about the year.
Cool.
So let's see if you were paying attention.
Ah!
I tried to choose questions where like, okay, you should know. It's not like all political or something
Oh,
like that.
thank goodness.
Okay. Now I have like 15, maybe? Yeah, 15 questions. Okay. Number 1. What fashion era became popular once again in 2021?
Ooh, okay. So, is it the 90s or early 2000s? I feel
Yeah.
like it was like in between those two, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I counted either one of those.
Yeah.
That works. Yay.
Cool.
Fans of this pop icon finally saw an end to their movement.
Oh, Britney Spears.
Britney Spears.
Yeah.
Woo! Good
I
job,
love that.
Britney.
I love that.
I know. Next one. It is January 6th, 2021. Marked a historical moment because a bunch of jackasses broke the law. What event was this?
Huh. March 26th, what?
It's January 6th.
January 26th. Okay, the storming of the Capitol.
Yeah. Oh man, that was
A
something.
bunch of jackasses.
All right, number 4. From Disney star to pop star, this musical artist had a breakout year. Can you name the artist and 3 of her songs?
Olivia Rodrigo.
Okay.
Deja vu. Good for you. Driver's license.
Yay! Good job, good job. Okay. See, I told you it's pretty easy.
So fun.
This show examined the violent lengths people will take for financial stability. What show became one of the most highly ranked and watched in Netflix history?
Oh shoot. I feel like I know about it, but I don't think I watched it. Oh.
You didn't?
I don't think I did. Did I?
Yeah,
Did I?
you did.
I did? Okay. So, financial stability, Netflix. Financial stability, Netflix. Financial stability, Netflix. What is it? I'm gonna die. What is it? Just tell me.
Oh no, Squid Game.
Ah! I'm so mad.
Wow.
I'm so mad. Okay.
Okay, so people were buzzing about Bernie Sanders. Why?
Because of his mittens. Just kidding.
Yes.
Because of that one picture with his mittens.
Mittens.
Oh, I love that. I got the shirt, by the way. I gave money to the Bernie Sanders
Yay.
thing, and I got a shirt.
Okay. Name the albums Taylor Swift released.
This year,
Yes.
she released Fearless and Taylor's version and Red Taylor's version.
Woo! Okay. New relationship alert. This on-screen couple became a couple in real life.
Zendaya and Tom Holland.
Yay! Okay. What was Marvel's Disney Plus first TV show?
Ooh, WandaVision.
Yes,
Yes.
WandaVision. Okay. A Texas lawyer, perhaps, needs lessons on how Zoom works. Can you explain this meme-worthy moment?
The one with the cat, and he's like, I'm a cat, and I can't turn it off. Maybe we should just continue.
Continue.
That was so good.
It's me. It's not a cat. It's like, yes, I know this.
That.
Okay, cool. Okay, so can you name? Okay, you're gonna name the movies.
Yeah.
I'm gonna name the actors and you name the movies.
Okay.
Okay?
Okay.
Lady Gaga and Adam Driver.
The Gucci one. Yes, Gucci.
Yes, House of Gucci.
House of Gucci.
Okay. Paul Rudd and Finn Wolfhard.
Finn Wolfhard. Is that one guy? Oh, Ghostbusters.
Ghostbusters. Okay. Timothy Chalamet and Oscar Isaac.
Oscar Isaac. Oh, Dune.
Yes. Okay, so I want to pronounce this correctly. Simu Liu
Oh yeah.
and Aquafina.
Shang-Chi.
Yeah. Okay. Dwayne Johnson and Emily Blunt.
I just saw that the other day. My favorite ride. It's a boat. Jungle. No.
Pants.
Jungle
Pants.
Cruise. Pants. Jungle Cruise.
Those are pants throughout the whole show or something. I mean the movie. Yeah.
Oh yeah, the pant girl. She's a pant girl.
That girl. Did you like it?
I
think it was fun.
I like the beginning more than the end. And my brother's like that. I didn't like that movie. It's like, oops, I'm sorry. I'm sorry for making you watch it. Yeah, but I liked it. Wee! That's the end of the game.
Yay! I hope you got those questions right because those are
Yes.
very important
Very
moments
important
in
to this year.
2021 history.
2021 history. Are we playing my game or are we? Are we? Okay.
Your game.
So
I'm ready.
okay, go. Are you in the drive?
Oh, I can go to that.
Oh wait, I can just access it on my iPad, which is already open. My iPad. Okay,
iPad. Okay.
you are in our drive, right?
Yes.
Okay. So the game we will be playing is you will be guessing what book is the comic scene from, and these comic scenes are kind of like an obscure part of the book. Like it's not like a super momentous moment.
Okay.
Yeah. And I mean, some of them are easy, and maybe they might be all easy, or some of them might be hard. I don't even know. So let's go. Are you going inside the folder and go into the first one?
The first one?
Is it
Okay.
green? Can you guess what book this is?
So it is a hand packing away things, and then it goes click, and then they're putting away in a briefcase or a suitcase, and then they're counting money, and then boom, slams the door, and there's this kid outside of what it looks like a hotel, and then he's paused at the stairs, putting on his hat, and it says, "Sleep tight, you morons."
Can you guess what book that is?
Is that The Catcher in the Rye?
It is!
Yeah.
This is actually one of my favorite scenes because of that, like that pause. He pauses at the staircase and he just shouts. He looks back into the hallway and he just shouts, "Sleep tight, you morons!"
Yeah. These are so cool. You had a lot of time to prepare for this. Huh?
Yeah, I actually did them all this morning.
Oh my gosh. They look great. Okay.
Thank you. And I did this because we both have been reading a lot of comics this year.
Yes,
Yeah.
and we'll get to talk about that.
Yes.
Woohoo.
Okay, now go to 6611.
Okay. Yeah,
Okay.
it's taking a while. Okay.
What do you see that is
So-
happening?
Yeah, so I see there's a telephone booth, or I guess
Yes.
one of those payphones. And then there's a kid walking up to it, and it says, "I don't know this and then answers the phone, and it says, I don't know the names in any taxis.
Yes.
And then looking at the change on his hand, and then it says prop.
Drop. It says drop. Sorry.
It's drop. So he drops the change, or he drops to the floor. Or...
His money drops.
Oh, his money
Slams
drops.
his head.
And then he's like, the other person on the other line is like, sir, are you okay?
Yeah.
And then he gets up like, my head. And
Yeah.
he just walks away or something.
Yes.
Ooh, I don't know this
It's
one.
a very obscure scene, but it's a very important, not super important, but it's a chapter in a book. And oh man, I don't know what more clues I can give you. Look at his forehead. I mean, it has nothing to do with the overall plot, but it's just a small scene in this book. And I told you that I liked that whole chapter of this book.
Oh, jeez.
Okay.
No.
It's a book that I'm currently reading.
You're currently reading the book.
Yes, I am currently reading this book.
You read so many.
You know what books I'm reading right now, because you know I'm not done with it.
I have no idea.
Okay, I'll give it to you.
Okay.
It's a scene from The Secret History. It is when
Oh, yeah.
yeah,
Okay.
it is when like he's all lonely and
Yes.
it's snowing and he's
Yes, okay, so I wrote that whole chapter. I don't remember the telephone. It's just that he was calling, he wanted to call a taxi, but the other person on the other side was like, okay, well, give me a taxi. He tries to put it in, he gets his head on the phone booth, and like he just drops to the snow, and he goes home. And then he goes home, and this is the part I did add is when he goes home, he finds Henry in his house.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
That might have
now
given
I
it to
get
you.
it. For some reason, I was like thinking it was something comical.
Oh. No.
But no, that is not a very comical
Yes,
chapter.
it was a very obscure scene, but it's one that I haven't forgotten. So
Yes.
that's where I'm going with this. Yes.
Okay, so
Go to-
number 12?
Yes.
Okay. Oh, I see someone at a bookstore, and then there's a girl, and then she like swipes a
It's like-
book, and then she leaves.
Yes.
Is this Dash and Lily?
No. Okay.
What?
So
Oh,
she's not at a bookstore.
it's not a bookstore?
At a bookstore. Okay. You see the person reading a book, and he has a cart of books, right?
Oh, is this Addie?
Yes.
She's stealing.
Yeah. It's that old man. It's the old man. Yes. That like.
With his little cart.
Yes, and is selling his dead wives' books. Yeah. That one.
Yes.
That's
Okay. I
Okay.
get it. Okay.
Last one.
Last one.
Okay.
Let's take a look.
This one might be easy.
Oh. This one's Dash and Lily.
Yeah.
A kid at a bookstore, and it says, "Fat Hoochie Mama."
Yeah. You got
Okay.
them all except one. Yay.
Oh, okay, yay!
Yay. That was fun.
I love it.
Okay.
Cool.
So we're done with our games, and now it's time for fun fact.
Okay, fun fact. Woohoo!
This is a fun fact. We hope you learned something new.
Okay. So because I did like that my game was more of a trivia game about things that happened this year.
Yeah.
I figured I can give some other like fun facts about other stuff that was trending in 2021, and this is trending based on Google searches. Google always has like a recap of the most trending searches of that year. And so I'll just go through some of the ones that they have listed. One of them is so there were more searches for sea shanties this year than any other time.
That's pretty funny.
Yeah, do you know what the song was?
I know it's because of TikTok, right?
Yeah.
I don't I don't recall the song, but I know it's because of TikTok.
Yeah, it's Wellerman or something like that. The Wellerman comes.
Oh yes.
That
Yeah.
one.
That's pretty funny.
Also, following the moment that Bernie Sanders was wearing his mittens,
Yes.
his knitted gloves, mittens were searched more than ever before worldwide.
That's pretty funny.
Also, after performing her poem, The Hill We Climb, during the U.S. presidential inauguration, Amanda Gorman was the top searched poet worldwide in 2021. Yeah. The country searching for her poem the most was Norway. So, also, one of the top trend for searching how to create this year was NFTs.
Oh my god.
Those non-fungible tokens. Yeah. Just don't even get me started on that.
Nope.
I don't get it, and I
Nope.
don't think I ever will.
And they're also not good for the environment. That's like the number
Yes.
one thing.
Especially because there's a 2.9 million sale that happened, and it was just of a tweet. A tweet.
Oh my god.
What? So Planned Parents also decided. So there was a lot of like moving. So how to move plants was searched more than
Yeah.
how to move with kids or how to move with pets.
Oh, that's funny.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also, as news of violence against Asian Americans in the U.S., what is a hate crime was searched at record highs in March, and also searches for Asian-owned went up 5 times more in 2021 compared to the previous year. So, I mean, it gives me some sort of hope, right?
Yeah.
As BTS and other K-pop idols started incorporating like sign language in their choreography,
Yeah.
the worldwide searched "Love You" in sign language more than ever before this year.
Aw.
Yeah. And also, the world searched "What is retrograde" more than ever before.
Oh my god.
And I feel like we
pretty sure
contributed.
One of
to
us
that.
is one of those was us.
We contributed to that.
Yeah.
When skateboarding became an Olympic sport,
Yes.
this caused interest in skate parks. So that was really cool.
Cool.
Let's see. Oh yes, from they list it from brightly colored computer monitors to low-rise jeans. Late 90s to mid 2000s trends made a comeback this year. And there's search for Y2K more than ever in 2021. Yeah. Let's see. Oh yes. They've also there's a lot of searches for the game Red Light, Green Light,
Oh my god.
and Honeycomb Toffee,
Oh my god. It's a good game.
which also meant a search for the interest for what clothing item. Do you know?
Yes, the green jumpsuit.
Yes, a little tracksuit thing. So those were my facts taken from Google's search trends, I guess, of 2021.
Oh, they're so. It's funny how we know about them all. Like we
Yeah.
really lived this 2021 year because we know everything.
We know everything. Cool.
Yeah.
So I guess now we get to talk about like a book recap
Yes.
and stuff.
Book recap. Yay.
Let's walk around.
Okay.
Where can we go?
Let's see.
So this, I'll follow you.
Okay.
This book recap, I took it from. Let's see if I can pull it up. Oh, where are you? I lost
I don't
you.
know where to go. Oh, let's go here. Okay. Where are you? Okay. Stay where you are. Where are you?
Okay, I'll stay while I
Oh,
search.
This. Come back this way.
Hold up.
Okay.
So I can go through mine first, maybe.
Okay. Go ahead.
I think this is obviously a very hard question to ask.
it really
So don't worry if you don't give the best one. Oh my god. So this end of the year book recap is taken from, it's actually the 2020 one because I couldn't find the 2021 version of this, but I think she kind of asked the same questions, and it's by Jamie at Perpetual Page Turner, and you can follow her on Instagram.
Yay.
She has her own blog too. It's actually a very long survey.
Yeah.
So I just narrowed it down to specific like questions that I feel we won't be giving away parts of the books because I know that we like to read the same ones and we don't want to spoil it for each other. So yeah. The first question is the number of books you read.
I read so far, because I'm trying to finish like 2 or 3 others. So far, I've read 45 books.
45?
Yay!
Whoa! And is that more than last time?
Definitely more than last time. Yeah.
Yay! And I read 33. My goal was 25.
Nice.
So I did more, and I feel like sometimes I feel it's cheating if it's like a graphic novel because they're so tiny.
Yeah.
But
no.
But no. Okay. It's still pretty good.
Yeah.
So yeah. The next one is number of rereads. Did you reread a book?
Oh, definitely. And I'm a big rereader, so I just counted really quick right now, and I reread 10 books.
Whoa,
10 books
that's
out of the
lot.
45. Yeah.
That I reread 0.
0. That's awesome.
0 books.
Dude.
Yeah. But I mean, I'm not opposed to rereading a book.
Yeah. Yeah. It's fun.
Then genre you read the most from.
Okay, so most likely I think I read fantasy more.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And what's like the age kind of?
I think I want to say YA, but I was all over the place this year. I was reading a lot of was it middle grade and new fiction, and it's like I don't know. I think it might be teen though.
Yeah. I think because I went through all of them, and based on what most people agree about what the genre is, it was actually mostly fantasy, which is funny because I'm like I never really considered myself a fantasy person.
That's pretty funny.
I'm like more like contemporary, and if it's fantasy, it's urban fantasy.
Yeah.
So I thought that was pretty interesting.
Ew.
And I also I think it was mostly YA.
Okay.
Which I thought it was going to be a lot of adult because I thought I found myself reading a lot of adult this year.
Yeah.
But no, it was a lot of YA in there.
Yes.
So that's cool. The first question would be best book you read in 2021.
Best book?
Okay. We had some technical difficulties, but we're back. The question was the best book you read in 2021.
Okay, so a few book I read is this year I read The House on the Cerulean Sea, and that is a very good book.
Yay!
And I also read I already forgot them. Oh my god. Oh, I'm reading The Secret History, and that book, oh my god. I continued reading last night because I hadn't read it in like a week.
In a while, yeah.
Finished Addie LaRue, but oh my god, I'm back into it, and
yes.
It's so good. It's just so good.
Yeah.
And then I had another one, but I can't remember what it was. Maybe Chain of Iron by Cassandra Clare, which is like a Cassandra Clare book, and it's really good. Yep.
That's good ones. Okay, so I put down Addie because I did read Addie this year.
Yeah.
And I guess the second question would be why, and you've already answered sort of the why, but I think why? Because it's a unique story, at least to me.
Yes, it
Um,
definitely is.
the characters are very well written,
Mhm.
but overall, I really like the lyrical writing style, and I feel that it has a deep meaning to the story. Like every character, you can learn something from.
Yes, and with Addie, even the second time reading it, I was asking myself, what genre is this?
Right?
And it's I love that you get that contemporary feel from it, but also you get that fantasy,
Yeah.
old-timey, historical fiction feel, and I've never gotten that from any book.
Yeah.
That's
So that's when I was doing the recap of what is the most like the genre that I read.
yeah,
Obviously, like Addie falls into the fantasy, but
yes,
when I think about like this is the fantasy that I want to read, you
yeah,
know.
yeah,
And also I like it because to me it's a love story that isn't so pushy. Like
yes,
it's not just about love in the man and woman type of
yeah.
way. You know, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's just love overall.
Yeah.
What does love mean?
Ugh, what is life? What is the purpose of life?
Life, yeah. And then I did write as a close second was The Secret History
Yeah.
and Aristotle and Dante.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, The Secret History because it's just also very well written and
So well written.
I wish I can say like
Ah!
exactly, but
Yeah.
I can't.
Yeah.
And
I'm
then
almost done. I'm almost done.
yeah, and then Aristotle and Dante discover the secrets of the universe. That one, it
Yes.
it's just so cute.
I believe you.
Yeah, so that's fine.
Yeah.
Number 2, book you were excited about and thought you were going to love more but didn't, or a book you weren't too excited about but ended up really liking it. I think I was excited for The Beautiful Ones by Silvia Morena Garcia,
Yes.
but I didn't end up loving it as much as I've loved like all her other books. So that was kind of a shame.
Yeah.
And also I thought that I was gonna like Eliza
Yeah.
and her monsters,
Yeah.
but I found it to be kind of too whiny.
Yeah.
And it's weird because obviously, you know, I like
Very.
Library where they talk about their angsty selves and stuff.
Yeah.
But this one, I don't know. It wasn't believable to me. I was being told rather than like the story, kind of showing that she has this life where I don't know. I was just like, yeah, so this thing's happened, and this is why I'm sad. But I don't know. I needed a little bit more. I think it could have been longer, maybe.
Yeah.
And then I would have liked it more.
Yeah.
And that story that I thought I wasn't that excited about, not that I wasn't, but I just thought it was gonna be more simple.
Yeah.
Was Under the Broken Sky.
Oh yeah.
I didn't really know what to expect because it was like written in free verse, I think. Yeah, but overall it's just a great story about family and overcoming like hardships and resilience.
Yeah.
And I love the strong lead character, and it was a good look into history. So
Yeah.
I ended up really liking that one.
I don't remember that one too much. I'll have to look up the cover and then maybe I'll remember it.
Yeah. Okay, do you have yours?
So for me, so a book that I thought I was gonna love but didn't really like was Loveless by Alice Oseman, and you know who Alice Oseman is now. That book is basically the protagonist is asexual, and I thought I was like, and everybody had been talking about it, like about all of Alice Oseman books, really, because she's an amazing writer.
Yeah.
But that one, I think I didn't like it as much because the character felt kind of childish, even though she was in college. And like I'm still confused as to why some people give 5 stars, whereas I think I gave it like 2 or 3 stars. I can't remember. But
dang, that's
yeah,
pretty low.
I learned a lot about different sexual orientations, but like it just wasn't a great story to me.
Yeah.
And a book that I didn't really have too much expectations for, but I ended up really liking was Not Here to Be Liked. It's a book by, what was it by? Michelle Quach. And basically it's just a YA kind of rom-com-y kind of book, contemporary. And it's about a girl who basically like she just
Is
goes.
that the K-drama one you said?
No, that one is XOXO.
Oh,
I actually,
okay.
I thought I was gonna really like that book, and I ended up really liking it.
Okay.
But yeah, this one I didn't have any expectations for it. I just saw the cover, and then I'm like, oh dang, I really like this book. And then I started. No, is this her? Yeah, this is her debut novel. So for a debut novel, I thought it was pretty good. It did have a few tiny problems, but like I liked it, and I didn't think I was gonna like it. So
yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah, I need to look at those again also, because I don't remember which one.
I do want to mention XOXO because you talked about it.
Yeah.
And it was very much like reading a K-drama or watching a K-drama.
Oh,
and
that sounds so cute.
I loved it because of that. Yeah.
Yep. Number 3 would be favorite cover of a book that you read in 2021. Well, I guess while you think about that one, I think Lobisona has a very pretty cover.
It does.
And also the Beautiful Ones. I really like that cover too. But yeah, that's probably my answers for that one.
Okay, I want to say XOXO because it just it's so pretty.
The colors, right?
Yes,
like
the
it's
colors.
so cute.
They're all pinks and it's just so good. Yeah.
It just I think that's why it kind of like it exudes what the story is kind of like.
Exactly.
So cute. So number 4 is most memorable character of 2021.
Ooh. Oh dang. Oh dang.
Okay, so for me, it's gonna be Dante.
Okay.
Because he's just a sweet, soft boy.
I love that. Soft boys for life.
Soft boys for life.
Okay. Is that it?
Yeah, that was mine.
I know now. Okay, because I read the Cerulean Sea.
Yeah.
Frick, what's his name? What's his name? The boy.
Oh.
Was it?
Yes.
What
yes,
is his name?
Lucy.
Lucy.
Right?
Yeah. He was my favorite character. I almost forgot about him.
Yeah.
He's so sweet.
He's so cute. He's just misunderstood, okay?
So misunderstood, and it's beautiful.
Alright,
yes.
so number 5 is, do you have a favorite passage or quote from a book that you read in 2021?
Yes, you go first.
Okay, so because, obviously you're part of another podcast with the Fictionado, and you just have your Addie LaRue episode.
Yeah.
So I wanted to read what a quote or a passage from Addie LaRue because that's the book that I listed as my favorite this year.
Yeah.
And I've shared this one with you before. I think I shared it with you while I was reading it. I was like, I'm sobbing.
Yeah.
So it's a paragraph. Okay. So it is a cold evening and they walk side by side, not intertwined, but elbows brushing, each leaning a little into the other's warmth. Addie marvels at it. This boy beside her, his nose burrows down in the scarf around his throat. Marvels at the slight difference in his manner, the smallest shift in ease. Days ago, she was a stranger to him, and now she is not. And he is learning her at the same rate she is learning him. And it is still the beginning. It is still so new, but they have moved one step along the road between unknown and familiar.
Oh, the pain.
Yeah, so
I mean,
it ends with a step she has never been allowed to take with anyone but Luke. But it's just so cute.
It's so good. Okay.
I just like when I read that, I just started sobbing because not only thought about how what a like momentous, I guess, moment, I guess, I don't know, for Addie. Not just that, but it just talks about relationships in general. How, you know, you're, I don't know, I don't even know how to describe it. Like,
It's
like you, I guess in some moment you start to realize that this is becoming something else, something more.
and for her, it's a ginormous thing because she's in 300 years she's never had anything like this.
Yeah. So like, I mean, I think most people would start to pay attention to the smallest things, but to her, I think it's more memorable for her because, and she's noticing every little thing, like how she's talking about his nose buried, you know, under. Yeah. I can't even.
I know.
It's just like she's noticing every little small detail because it's
she can
a
now,
big, it's a big thing. Yeah, and she's trying to hold on to this moment. Yeah. So that was my quote.
Okay, so I also picked a quote from Maddie Lou because it is the most recent book I finished. Oh god, okay. This is from the first time, or one of the time I realized that I'm very much like Henry. So it starts. The blood pumps, the valves open and close, and on the scans and screens, everything functions as it should, but something isn't right. They've left his heart too open, forgotten to close back up the armor of his chest, and now he feels too much. Other people would call him sensitive, but it is more than that. The dial is broken and volume turned all the way up. Moments of joy register as brief but ecstatic. Moments of pain stretch long and unbearably loud. When his first dog dies, Henry cries for a week. When his parents argue and he cannot bear the violence in their words, he runs away from home. It takes more than a day to bring him back. When David throws away his childhood bear, when his first girlfriend Abigail stands him up at a dance, when they have to dissect a pig in class, when he loses the card his grandfather gave him before he passed, when he finds Liz cheating on him during their senior trip, when Marby dumps him before junior year, every time, no matter how small or big, it feels like his heart is breaking again inside his chest. So, yes. He's a boy who feels too much. And before I ever really read stories with sensitive characters, that's something that I would say about myself. I would try to analyze myself and try to understand why I felt certain ways about certain things. And I'm like, honestly, I just feel too much. I think that's what it is. So when I read that, I'm like, oh dang, I'm not the only one.
I think I have to agree. Like, I've always related to those characters that feel too much, because I always thought that I also like oh, I'm just so emotional, I'm just so sensitive. And at first I saw that myself as something that was negative. And I'm like, I wish that I didn't have to be so sensitive to things. And once I started reading those type of characters, that's when I started thinking, it's fine. It's fine. And I think that's why there's the book The Secret Life of Bees. There's a character, one of the sisters, she feels too much, and something happens with her, and I always told myself oh, I don't remember who she was, because they're all months, June, I think June, August, October, or something like that. So I've always oh, that's me, not to that extreme, I guess, but I found myself relating to her, and I read this book in high school, so so I like that. and the same with Charlie. I guess that's why he's
Yes.
relatable.
Yeah.
And then so when you're reading that quote about Henry, I'm like, that that's definitely me.
Yes. Yeah. So, yeah.
It's a good one. So the next one is best book you read in 2021 that you read based solely on pressure from Instagram or your friends or
Ooh.
any other social media stuff.
Yes. Okay, so for me, and I think I was planning on reading this eventually, but because we decided to do it for the podcast, that eventual day finally came. But Shadow and Bone, I really love Shadow and Bone, the series, and I had a fun time reading it. Yeah.
Yay! For some reason I thought that you had already read it.
No.
So, and that you were rereading it.
Yeah.
I read The Secret History because I just kept on seeing it everywhere.
Yeah.
And I'm like, obviously the whatever post people would put, it just seems so aesthetic, and I'm like, okay, I guess I'll read it.
Yeah.
And I'm like, are people really liking it, or just because
they like using it?
Yeah, as a prop.
As a prop.
Yeah. But I ended up liking it, and I'm really glad that I read it. So
yeah.
So it's a good kind of pressure, I guess.
Is it? Yeah.
And then the next one is book that put a smile on your face or was the most fun to read.
Most fun.
So I had 3.
Okay.
Heartstopper.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's just fun, and it's cute. The Magic Fish.
Yeah.
So and then again Aristotle and Dante.
Yeah. Okay, so I'm gonna steal your Heartstopper and the Magic Fish because I literally finished Heartstopper yesterday and I couldn't stop smiling because it's so cute.
Right?
And maybe the House on the Cerulean Sea. There were parts that were just, oh my god, they were so adorable and
so cute.
It made me so happy. Yes.
So book that made you cry. When do we not cry?
When do we not cry?
Yeah. So I listed a bunch.
Yeah.
All the Light We Cannot See. I was sobbing. I nearly threw the book.
Yes. You told me about that.
Then I remembered it's not my book. It's from the library, so I can't check it. Right?
Yeah.
They both die at the end. Dancing at the Pity Party was I was just crying throughout the whole book. Yeah. Under the Broken Sky, I was crying. Yeah. The Book Thief, of course, and Addie.
Yes. I maybe okay. The second, which one is it? Ruin and Rising? No. Okay, yes, Ruin and Rising, which is the last book in the Shadow and Bone trilogy. That one really made me cry. I don't think Crooked. I don't remember. I actually don't remember. Okay. Definitely Chain of Iron. That. Oh my god. That book is. Oh my god. There's a lot of feelings in that book. There's a lot of feelings. Definitely the Book Thief. Even though I reread it, the emotions are still real.
Yeah.
And that's all I can. And House on the Cerulean Sea. That one part where Lucy's in this part for sure, but it has something to do with his records. Something about his records, and I just died. Yeah. Let's just go with those.
Alrighty, so we're moving on to the next one, and it is the most challenging thing about your reading life this year. So this is more about our bookish life.
Yeah.
I guess for me, just my work schedule.
Yeah.
It just means that I come home and I still have to cook and, get ready for bed and stuff. Yeah. So I'm just tired and I just end up watching TV.
Yeah.
And I don't read because if I read, I'm just gonna get sleepy.
Yeah.
And then I just feel like I didn't do anything after work.
Oh, yeah.
So yeah, I think that's the most challenging part.
Makes sense. For me, it's maybe like, and this happened a few months, is starting too many books at once.
Oh yeah.
And then trying to figure out which ones I actually want to finish. And then like I think I have a few unfinished books that I started and just haven't continued. So yeah, it's starting too many books at once. There was another one. It was what was I thinking? Oh, burnout. So I get burnt out by reading heavy stuff like fantasy, and then I don't ever want to read ever again. But I have solved that problem partially by like starting a contemporary in between, or during. So that has helped with the book burnout. But that also fuels the other problem of starting too many books at once.
Yeah, because I feel like once you get out of that burnout, you're like, I have this book and this book and this book to read.
Exactly.
Yeah. So looking ahead, one book that you didn't get to read in 2021, but that will be your number one priority.
I know I had this and I said it the other day. What did I say? I said it the night we were watching West Side Story. I'm like, oh yeah, I gotta read that next year. I said, I gotta read that next year. I remember the conversation. I don't remember the book.
I don't remember what the book was.
Oh man.
I was going to start the one that you gifted me, but I don't think I'll finish that one.
Yeah.
I don't think that I'll finish The Ninth House before.
Oh, so that one. Yes, that one. Yes.
Okay.
I definitely need to read that one.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Which one is the other one? I have a lot of books. I have a lot of books that I need to read.
And I know I wanted to read Midnight Library, and I never got a chance to read it. So I still will read it at some point.
Honestly, I'm also rereading some books, and like I thought I was gonna finish the series of my rereads this year.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna get on that next year because like I'm rereading the Mortal Instruments. I'm rereading the Raven Boys. And I wanted to read the Lightning Thief series, so...
Oh my gosh, that's a lot.
Yup. 10 times.
And the last question is, one thing you hope to accomplish or do in your reading life in 2021?
Yes.
So, I mean, I'm okay with the amount of books that I read, whatever I can.
Yeah.
It's fine with me. But I do think that I want to read another book by V.E. Schwab, just because I really liked this one. So I always like to see like what her other work would look like.
Yeah.
More like dark academia ones that we are able to analyze, maybe. Yeah. And yeah, so I guess. Yeah, just trying to get to those books that I wasn't able to, and I will be reading that. Which one will I be reading from you? Raven Boys, is it?
Oh yes, yes. You're gonna be reading the Raven Boys. I made it so. You are going to do it.
Wow, I'm so proud of myself.
Wait, for what?
For reading them.
Oh. Yeah. Oh. Okay, so for me, I want to continue. Okay, so this year I wanted to read more diverse books, and I think I did. I think I did do it, but not like a lot. But I did read a lot of Asian books this year.
Yeah.
And did I read any by Latino? I didn't. I thought I at least read like a Silvia Moreno book, but I didn't. Okay. Oh, and I read a Native American book. So I definitely want to keep doing that next year and find more different points of views, because it's really fun.
It is.
It's so fun to read a book where the main character is not white. I don't know what it is. It's just, I don't know what it is. It's just so much fun.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. I think I also read a lot, and this counted because of the graphic novels.
Oh yeah.
By Asian authors.
Yeah.
So I mean, I've read more graphic novels lately, so
Yes.
I hope that I keep on reading more graphic novels
Oh,
too.
graphic novels are so much
Because they're so
fun.
much fun, right? And
they're-
then just looking at the art, it's just like,
And we have
So good.
we have a pretty good collection at our library. So
I
like
think so too.
I think we're just gonna end up making our way through all of those books.
Yeah, I think so too. Because if it's not that big, but the ones that we've have found,
Right?
they're
pretty good.
quality.
Yeah.
So that pretty much wraps up our
Yay.
episode.
We're done.
Woo, we're done.
So we want to say happy holidays, happy new year, because we won't see you until January.
Yeah. No, not until January. So happy holidays.
Woo.
Happy New Year, everyone. Thank you for listening.
Bye.
Bye-bye. Bye.
Oh man, it only waves. Oh, why am I crying?
Alrighty, I think we're good.
Okay, cool.
Stop.